Ram 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 Hari Hari. Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari. Hare Ram 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 Hari Hari. Hare Krishna, dear Vaishnavas, thank you so much for joining. So we will be chanting prayers for His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj's revival to back to good health. As we know that he is right now in the intensive care unit, and prayers of devotees are very, very potent. So we'll chant the 108 names of Lord Nrsimhadev. So I believe you can see on the screens also. Shri Narsingha, Jai Narsingha, Jai Jai Narsimha, Praladesha, Jaya Padma, Mukha Padma, Bhringa, Ugram Viram, Mahavishnu, Jwalantam, Sarvato Mukham, Narsingam, Bhishanam, Bhadram, Mrityur, Mrityu, Namamiham. Shri Narsingha, Jai Narsingha, Jai Jai Narsingha, Praladesha, Jaya Padma, Mukha Padma, Bhringa, Ugram Viram, Mahavishnu, Jwalantam, Sarvato Mukham, Narsingam, Bhishanam, Bhadram, Mrityur, Mrityum, Namamiham. Shri Narsingha, Jai Narsimha, Jai Jai Narsimha, Praladesha, Jaya Padma, Mukha Padma, Bhringa, Ugram Viram, Mahavishnu, Jwalantam, Sarvato Mukham, Narsingam, Bhishanam, Bhadram, Mrityur, Mrityum, Namamiham. So we'll chant the 108 names of Lord Nrsimhadev for His Holiness Bhakti Charu Maharaj's health, and also for the health of our dear congregation member, Ashwin, who is also in the intensive care unit. So let's intensely pray to Lord Nrsimhadev for their good health. Om Narsimhaya Namaha, Om Mahasimhaya Namaha, Om Divyasimhaya Namaha, Om Mahabalaya Namaha, Om Ugrasimhaya Namaha, Om Mahadeva Devaya Namaha, Om Sambhajaya Namaha, Om Ugralochanaya Namaha, Om Rudraya Namaha. 1 second. Okay, Om Ugralochanaya Namaha, Om Rudraya Namaha, Om Sarvabhutaya Namaha, Om Shrimanaya Namaha, Om Yoganandaya Namaha, Om Trivikramaya Namaha, Om Harine Namaha, Om Kolahalaya Namaha, Om Chakrine Namaha, Om Vijayaya Namaha, Om Jayavardhanaya Namaha, Om Panchahananaya Namaha, Om Parama Brahmaya Namaha, Om Aghoraya Namaha, Om Ghoravikramaya Namaha, Om Jwalanmukhaya Namaha, Om Jwala Maline Namaha, Om Mahajwalaya Namaha, Om Mahaprabhuhaya Namaha, Om Niti Lakshaya Namaha, Om Sahasrakshaya Namaha, Om Durnikshayaya Namaha, Om Pratapannaya Namaha, Om Mahadamshtraya Namaha, Om Yuddha Pragyaya Namaha, Om Chandakopine Namaha, Om Sadashivaya Namaha, Om Hiranyakashipu Dhvamshine Namaha, Om Daityadanava Bhanjanaya Namaha, Om Gunabhadraya Namaha, Om Mahabhadraya Namaha, Om Balabhadraya Namaha, Om Subhadrakaya Namaha, Om Karalaya Namaha, Om Vikaralaya Namaha, Om Vikarataya Namaha, Om सर्वकार्तिकाय नमः। ॐ शिशुमाराय नमः। ॐ त्रिलोकमाय नमः। ॐ ईशाय नमः। ॐ सर्वेश्वराय नमः। ॐ विभुवाय नमः। ॐ भैरव आरम्भड आरड 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 ॐ भैरव आडम्बराय नमः। ॐ दिव्याय नमः। ॐ अच्युताय नमः। ॐ कविने नमः। ॐ माधवाय नमः। ॐ अधोक्षजाय नमः। ॐ अक्षराय नमः। ॐ सर्वाय नमः। ॐ वनमालिने नमः। ॐ वरप्रदाय नमः। ॐ विश्वम्भराय नमः। ॐ अद्भुताय नमः। ॐ भव्याय नमः। ॐ श्रीविष्णवे नमः। ॐ पुरुषोत्तमाय नमः। ॐ अनगस्त्र नमः। ॐ नखस्त्राय नमः। ॐ सूर्यज्योतिने नमः। ॐ सुरेश्वराय नमः। ॐ सहस्रबाहुआय नमः। ॐ सर्वज्ञाय नमः। ॐ सर्वसिद्धिप्रदायकाय नमः। ॐ वज्रदंस्त्राय नमः। ॐ वज्रनखाय नमः। ॐ महानन्दाय नमः। ॐ परमतपाय नमः। ॐ सर्वमन्त्रायिकरूपनामः। ॐ सर्वयन्त्र विदर् विदर्अमाय नमः। ॐ सर्वतन्त्रमकाय नमः। ॐ अव्यक्ताय नमः। ॐ सुव्यक्ताय नमः। ॐ भक्तवत्सल नमः। ॐ वैशाखशुक्ल उत्तथाय नमः। ॐ शारङ्गतवत्सलाय नमः। ॐ उद्रकीर्तिने नमः। ॐ पुण्यात्माय नमः। ॐ महात्माय नमः। ॐ चन्द्रविक्रमाय नमः। ॐ वेदत्रयाय नमः। ॐ प्रपूज्याय नमः। ॐ भगवन्नाय नमः। ॐ परमेश्वराय नमः। ॐ श्रीवत्सामकाय नमः। ॐ जगद्व्यापिने नमः। ॐ जगन्मायया नमः। ॐ जगत्पालाय नमः। ॐ जगन्नाथाय नमः। ॐ महाखगाय नमः। ॐ द्विरूपभृत्याय धृताय नमः। ॐ परमात्माय नमः। ॐ परम ज्योतिने नमः। ॐ निर्गुणाय नमः। ॐ निर्केशरिणे नमः। ॐ परतत्त्वाय नमः। ॐ परम धामाय नमः। ॐ सच्चिदानंद विग्रहाय नमः। ॐ लक्ष्मी नरसिंहाय नमः। ॐ सर्वात्माय नमः। ॐ धीराय नमः। नमस्ते नरसिंहाय प्रह्लादलारदायिने हिरण्यकशिपूर्वक्षः शीलाटङ्कारखालये इतो नरसिंहा परतो नरसिंहा यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंहा बाहि नरसिंहा हृदये नरसिंहा नरसिंहमादिं शरणं प्रपद्ये तव करकमलवरेणाखाम अद्भुत शृङ्गां दलिता हिरण्यकशिपुतनुभृङ्गाम् केशावधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे Jaya Jagadisha Hare, Jaya Narsingadev, 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 Jaya Narsingadev, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. We'll chant this mantra 5 times. Shri Narsimha, Jai Narsimha, Jaya Jai Narsimha, Prahladesha, Jaya Padma, Mukha Padma Bhringa, Ugram Viram Mahavishnu Julantam Sarvato Mukham Narshingam Bhishanam Bhadram Mrityur Mrityum Namamiham. Shri Narsimha, Jai Narsimha, Jaya Jai Narsimha, Prahladesha, Jaya Padma, Mukha Padma Bhringa, Ugram Viram Mahavishnu Julantam Sarvato Mukham Narshingam Bhishanam Bhadram Mrityur Mrityum Namamiham. Shri Narsimha, Jai Narsimha, Jaya Jai Narsimha, Prahladesha, Jaya Padma, Mukha Padma Bhringa, Ugram Viram Mahavishnu Julantam Sarvato Mukham Narshingam Bhishanam Bhadram Mrityur Mrityu Namamiham. Shri Narsimha, Jai Narsimha, Jaya Jai Narsimha, Prahladesha, Jaya Padma, Mukha Padma Bhringa, Ugram Viram Mahavishnu Julantam Sarvato Mukham Narshingam Bhishanam Bhadram Mrityur Mrityu Namamiham. Shri Narsingha, Jai Narsingha, Jai Jai Narsingha, Prahladesha, Jaya Padma, Mukha Padma Bhringa, Ugram Viram Mahavishnu Julantam Sarvato Mukham, Narsingam Bhishanam Bhadram Mrityur Mrityu Namamiham. Shri Narsingha, Jai Narsingha, Jai Jai Narsingha, Prahladesha, Jaya Padma, Mukha Padma Bhringa, Ugram Viram Mahavishnu Julantam Sarvato Mukham, Narsingam Bhishanam Bhadram Mrityur Mrityu Namamiham. So we can pray from our hearts on this special day of Ekadashi, O Lord Nrsimhadev, as you are placing your gentle hand upon this devotee Prahlad, may you kindly, if you choose to do so, may you kindly place your gentle hand, your divine hand upon Srila Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj, so that he can recover and be back to normal health and give his wonderful devotional presence to the whole world. And also your dear child Ashwin is in difficulty. If you choose to do so, may you kindly place your kind hand upon him as well, so he can also get back to normal health and be with his family and his devotee and other Vaishnavas very soon. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, thank you to all the devotees for participating in, congregational prayers are very, very powerful. So when we come together and pray for the Lordship, the Lord takes it seriously. So thank you for your presence. We will now read Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam as per our normal schedule. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. I offer my humble obeisance unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vasudeva. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudiraye. Before reciting Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, which is the very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisance unto the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Narayana, unto Narayan Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author of Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. Nashtaprayeshu abhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavati uttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtiki. By regular attendance in the classes on Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, and by rendering service unto the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. गुरुवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः नमो पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्घ्रिये. Hare Krishna, dear Vaishnavas, thank you so much for joining. Today is the special day of Ekadashi, and as Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Madhava Tithi Bhakati Janani Bhajan Anukula. Ekadashi, which is also called as Harivasa or Madhava Tithi. These are the days where Krishna chooses to bestow his mercy much more than the normal days. So very, very spiritually potent. That's the literal meaning of upavas. Upavas doesn't just mean to refrain from certain food items, etc. That's certainly one way, but that's a very low meaning. The higher meaning is to upa means close, vas means to reside close to Krishna. And what can be a better way to reside close to Krishna than studying Bhagavatam together in the association of sincere devotees like all of you who are present and study Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam and be in presence of Srila Prabhupada by his words, by his translations, purports, and the of Krishna who is not different from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam. So thank you so much. We are so fortunate to read Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam on this special day. Let's purify ourselves by reading Canto 7, Chapter 10, Text 4. So we just started this chapter yesterday. Prahlad, the best amongst the exalted devotees. Text number 4. Nanyatha te akhila guru ghetate karunatmanaha yasta shisha ashaste nasa bhrityasa vanik. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Otherwise, O my Lord, O Supreme Instructor of the entire world, you are so kind to your devotee that you could not induce him to do something unbeneficial for him. On the other hand, one who desires some material benefit in exchange for devotional service cannot be your pure devotee. Indeed, he is no better than a merchant who wants profit in exchange of service. Put. It is sometimes found that one comes to a devotee or a temple of the Lord just to get some material benefit. Such a person is described here as a mercantile man. Bhagavad Gita speaks of Artho Jigyasur Artharthi. The word Artha refers to one who is physically distressed, and Artharthi refers to one in need of money. Such persons are forced to approach the Supreme Personality of Godhead for mitigation of their distress or to get some money by the benediction of the Lord. They have been described as Sukriti, pious. Because in their distress or need for money, they have approached the Supreme Lord. Unless one is pious, one cannot approach the Supreme Personality of Godhead. However, although a pious man may receive some material benefit, one who is concerned with material benefits cannot be a pure devotee. When a pure devotee receives material opulences, this is not because of his pious activity, but for the service of the Lord. When one engages in devotional service, one is automatically pious. Therefore, a pure devotee is anyabhilashita shunyam. He has no desire for material profit, nor does the Lord induce him to try to profit materially. When a devotee needs something, the Supreme Personality of Godhead supplies. Yoga Shemam Vahamiham. Sometimes materialists go to a temple to offer flowers and fruit to the Lord because they have learned from the Bhagavad Gita that if a devotee offers fruits and flowers, the Lord accepts them. In the Bhagavad Gita 9.26, the Lord says, Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati tadham bhakti upaharitam ashnami prayat atmanaha. If one offers me with love and devotion a leaf, flower, fruit, or water, I will accept it. Thus, a man with a mercantile mentality thinks that if he can get some material benefit, like a large amount of money, simply by offering a little fruit and flower, this is good business. Such persons are not accepted as pure devotees because their desires are not purified. They are still mercantile men, even though they go to temples to make a show of being devotees. Sarvo upadhi vinirmuktam tatparatvena nirmalam. Only when only when one is fully freed from material desires one can one be purified, and only in that purified state can one serve the Lord. Rishi kena rishikesha sevanam bhaktir uchyate. This is pure devotional service. So, Prahlad Maharaj, as the chapter is entitled, The Best Amongst the Exalted Devotees. And exalted devotees don't speak of anything less but the pure stuff. Pure, anya bilashita shunya. He said, I am not a merchant. I am not a no businessman. As this great Shamanand Prabhu was explaining on Sunday, especially in North India, I don't know if South India also they do or other parts of the country, but North India they certainly do this. You know, there's a bundi, like little kind of fried sugar balls, you can say, and very sweet. So they will buy 100 grams of bundi. We may have 100, particles or like 100 balls, those tiny little balls, but they will ask for 200 desires. Because Lord asking Patram Pushpam Phalam Toya, just give me little fruit, little bundi, and I will give you. But they are certainly pious. If they're approaching the Supreme Lord, that's much better than a non-devotee or than a atheistic person or a person not approaching the Supreme Lord. Krishna says, Akama sarva kamava. Even if one has no desires or all the desires or desire for liberation, one must approach me only. So it is not the best standard to approach with material desires, but if they continue to render service, those desires will be purified. Classic example, Dhruv Maharaj. Approached for material desires, but they were eventually purified. But Prahlad Maharaj was already at that Paramhamsa state. He didn't want to be a merchant. That is not pure devotion. That is mixed devotion. To get some fame. Oh, I'd give $1,000. Let my name be announced. Otherwise, I will not give next time. Upadhi, because I want some respect. My name should be on the wall. My name should be the first, the biggest donor. Or I should get some special grace from the temple president because I did so much. So, not the pure thing. So we should be free from all the upadhis, that I am great, or I am a big donor, or I am a big kirtaniya, or I am a big, vakta, I give wonderful class, or I am very learned, or I do cook very nice for Krishna. Uh, so, or I am Indian, I am American. These are all upadhis. I am male, female. But constitutionally, we just have one upadhi, our natural state. Jivara Swarupai Krishna Nityadas. I am an eternal servant of the servant of the servant of the gopis. That should be our meditation. and to serve the master of the senses, to engage our senses in the master of senses. That's actually one meaning of Ekadashi, to engage all our 11 senses, including the mind, Ekadasha 11. So that's what Prahlad Maharaj is explaining, that those who approach with material desires, it's okay, but that's not pure. But ultimately, the purest thing is without any material desires, only spiritual desires. Any other comments or any questions anyone has? Okay, looks like Umesh Prabhu has his hand raised up. So it's a good thing. So please, you can also, those who would like to read and those who have not read this week, please do so. So it helps me to understand and I can call out. Yes, Umesh Prabhu, you can read the next verse, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam to everyone. Text 5. Asha Sano Navay Bhrutya Swaminya Shisha Atmanaha Na Swami Bhrutyatya Swamyam Ichan Yo Rati Cha Shisha. Translation and purport is Divine Grace. This is Bhakti Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. A servant who desires material profit from his master is certainly not a qualified servant or pure devotee. Similarly, a master who bestows benediction upon his servant because of a desire to maintain a prestigious position as a master is also not a pure master. Therefore, as stated in Bhagavad Gita 7.20, Kamestaster Ritotnyana Prapadyante Naha Devataha. Those whose minds are distorted by material desire surrender unto demigods. A demigod cannot become a master, or the real master is the supreme personality of Godhead. The demigod, to keep their prestigious position, bestow upon their worshippers whatever benedictions the worshipper wants. For example, once it was found that an asura took a benediction from Lord Shiva by which the asura would be able to kill someone simply by placing his hands on that person's head. Such a benediction are possible to receive from the demigods. If one worships the Supreme Personality of Godhead, however, the Lord will never offer him such a condemned benediction. On the contrary, it is said that in Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam 10.88.8, Yasyaham anuruhami risya tada daham sanniha. If one is too materialistic, but at the same time wants to be a servant of a Supreme Lord, the Lord, because of his supreme compassion of the devotee, takes away all his material opulences and obliges him to be a pure devotee of the Lord. Prahlad Maharaj distinguished between the pure devotee and the pure master. The Lord is a pure master, the supreme master, whereas the unalloyed devotee with no material motive is the pure servant. One who has a materialistic motivation cannot become a servant, and one who unnecessarily bestows benediction upon his servant to keep his own prestigious position is not a real master. So Prahlad Maharaj is very nicely distinguished between the pure devotee and the pure master. And more, Prabhupada has explained here that the servant who has a material desire for sense gratification and also they worship the demigods, they are not the pure devotee. So that's a reality and the truth has been explained here. And like a master also, we see I have seen in India a lot of pseudo gurus, who shows their basically mercy and some kind of the benediction they give to their servant to basically maintain their position in the status and position in the society, but they are not the real master. And also, the real devotee is has no material motive, and that has been so many times has been called in this and last chapter uh, uh, by Prahlad Maharaj. And we have seen that how the demigods sometimes give the benedictions. And we just seen that in the last chapters, 2 chapters, we have been reading that Hiranyakashipu got the benediction from the Lord Brahma that he cannot be killed day or night or on the earth or in the sky. So it's kind of the benediction sometimes they get from the demigods, but Supreme Personality of a Godhead who is condemned such a benediction. And uh, Lord, basically the Supreme Lord bestows his mercy on the servant who does not have the material motive actually. And the example is basically we just saw that how the Supreme Lord has bestowed his mercy on the Prahlad Maharaja who did not have any material motive. Also, the example can be seen as Arjuna also, the one that example also. And while we were reading this summary of this chapter, we have read that Supreme Lord has advised Lord Brahma that not to give such a benedictions to the asuras. So this is the best way explained here how the master should be and how the pure devotee should be. And we see the pure masters, the example of Srila Prabhupada, that he just took the Agnya from his future master and he just made it that without having any material desire. And that is the best example we have seen in front of us. Thank you, Prabhu. Back to you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhuji. So the ideal combination is that the servant is serving without any desire, and the master is also has no hidden agendas. So that is the ideal relation, but that is rarely seen. In the case of Prahlad Maharaj and the Supreme Lord, certainly that's the ideal combination. And in the material world, it is totally perverted. Will any employee work for the employer without remuneration? Certainly not. So therefore, this is material world. But in spiritual world, or like in some sense, we can see that service attitude in the mother, and that's the closest example to true love. That the mother is serving; she's basically a servant to the child. And what does she desire? Will the child pay some salary? Will the 1-year-old get some diamond necklace? No, the mother is just serving without any desire for anything. Will the mother give a like Oscar award or some big award in a public ceremony? No, it is closest to true love. So the main point in the lesson is that when we do a service, we should not seek for position, prestige, control, recognition. And if you remember, I shared a message yesterday, 7 Habits of Highly Effective Devotees by His Grace Mahatma Prabhu, and that was number 6. So it's a very important thing. Not seeking recognition, prestige, control, power, because that kind of spoils the mood. It's not true service. If Krishna gives it, then some people will have to accept that role. But if one is hungry for it, then it's not healthy. Any other comments or questions? Yes, Prabhuji, please.
This Dandavad Prabhu's everybody. This shloka which is in the purport Srila Prabhupada is mentioning, Yasyam Granami Harishyat Dhanam Sanay. And this shloka Srila Prabhupada had quoted always, because when we he didn't have the, Srila Prabhupada didn't have the materialistic desire, but his point was that he wanted to make money to use in the service of the Lord. That was before he started, before he went to Jhansi, before even when he had a business in the Prayag in Allahabad. And Kṛṣṇa is such an intelligent personality that every time Srila Prabhupada tried something, he just took away from him. And Srila Prabhupada would quote this verse all the time. And then of course, Srila Prabhupada's pure desire ultimately, Kṛṣṇa fulfilled it. And gave him billions and billions of all the properties all over the world they give. So this is and that's really a mercy. Usually that mercy doesn't come easily on the devotee like me. That Kṛṣṇa would take away everything. So mercy, Kṛṣṇa does that. But that is the real mercy on the part that Kṛṣṇa does that. But at the same time, Kṛṣṇa will also see the qualification of the devotee. Then he would do that to take away. See, Kṛṣṇa knows what is in our heart. He will not take away everything just like that, because he knows where do I stand, where is devotee stand, and he wants to have him go up and up in the spirit, come closer to him. And when he's become completely mature and things, then Kṛṣṇa would keep his hand and take away problem. But that's really mercy of the, And I'm sorry taking much time. In the case of Bali Maharaj, Bali Maharaj rejected Sukracharya, his spiritual master. See, that is come in the 8th canto, I think, pastimes of Bali Maharaj. So Sukracharya he rejected him, because Sukracharya was stopping him to give everything to the Vamandev. So that also happens. And this is common in the material world. People, cheated and cheaters. What do you call the cheater and the person who want to be cheated, then Kṛṣṇa arranges to send some cheater, guru. And you can be cheated like that. It happens many times in the material world. So it's required real desire to serve. Then Kṛṣṇa sends, like in case of Prahlad Maharaj, in case of Dhruva Maharaj, Kṛṣṇa sent Narad Muni as a spiritual master. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji. So nice comments. Okay, I don't see any hand raised up. Is anyone interested to read what is not read for this week? Would anyone like to read? Yes, Prabhu. And then Vipul Prabhu can read the following one.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna devotees, Dandavat Pranam, Jai Srila Prabhupada. Text 6. Aham tu akama tad bhakta tam cha Swami anapashraya na unyatha iha abhaya artha raja shevakayar iva. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Translation. O my Lord, I am your unmotivated servant, and you are my eternal master. There is no need of our being anything other than master and servant. You are naturally my master, and I am naturally your servant. We have no other relationship. Purport. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Jivero Swarup hoy Krishnero Nitya Das. Every living being is eternally a servant of the Supreme Lord, Kṛṣṇa. Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 5.29, Bhoktaram Jagga Tapasyam Sarvalokha Maheshwaram. I am the proprietor of all planets, and I am the supreme enjoyer. This is the natural position of the Lord. And the natural position of the living being is to surrender unto him. Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam braja. If this relationship continues, then real happiness exists eternally between the master and the servant. Unfortunately, when this eternal relationship is disturbed, the living entity wants to become separately happy and thinks that the master is his ordered supplier. Prabhu, should I stop here?
Maybe you can complete the paragraph and then stop.
Okay. In this way, there cannot be a happiness, nor should the master cater to the desires of the servant. If he does, he is not the real master. The real master commands, you must do this, and the real servant immediately obeys the order. Unless this relationship between the Supreme Lord and the subordinate living entity is established, there can be no real happiness. The living entity is Ashraya, always subordinate, and the Supreme Personality of Godhead is Vishaya, the supreme objective, the goal of life. Unfortunate persons trapped in this material world do not know this. Nate vidu sartha gotim hi Vishnum. Illusioned by the material energy, everyone in this material world is unaware that the only aim of life is to approach Lord Vishnu. Hare Krishna. So here Srila Prahlad Maharaj is saying our constitutional position that we are the servant, and Prabhupada is explaining here that Krishna is the supreme proprietor and he is the supreme enjoyer. Bhoktaram Jagga Tapasyam Sarvalokha Maheshwaram. And this is the natural position of the Lord. He doesn't have to achieve or accomplish that. It's his natural position. At the same time, the living entities are the eternal servant of the Lord. And that is also our natural position. Even though we, because of coming close to the contact to the material energy by the different gunas, we forget that situation. And Prabhupada is saying that this is unfortunate when living entity forgets that, and their relationships are disturbed, and if they are trying to be happy separately from that, then we are affected, we are disturbed. And if we do that, there will be no happiness. That's what Prabhupada is saying with full conviction. And how the relationship goes, it goes that the master is also, he knows what is the good for the living entity. He is going to say, you must do that. It's not like he is going to be biased by different situation. I think we read that in the in Bhagavatam in 5th canto, or in Chaitanya Charitamrita, where it says that Krishna is saying, Mahaprabhu is telling to Sanatana Goswami that that verse where he says that the living entity, because of their desire, they ask so many things from me, but I am very wise. I don't do that. I only give what is good for that person. So that was Krishna is so kind. And then Prabhupada, one thing mentioned here, that the living entity is the Ashraya and Supreme Personality of Godhead is the Vishaya. It's little deeper topics. There are different Ashrayas, they are different according to the relationship. And unfortunate situation is that most of us, we don't know our eternal position. And Prabhupada is again reminding us. Hare Krishna Prabhu, back to you.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Yes, Sipul Prabhu, you want to complete?
Sure, Prabhuji. Our devotees downward pranam, all goes to Srila Prabhupada. Aradhana nam sarvesham Vishnur aradhanam param tasmat parataram devi tudyanam samachanam. In the Padma Purana, Lord Shiva explains to his wife Parvati, the goddess Durga, that the highest goal of life is to satisfy Lord Vishnu, who can be satisfied only when his servant is satisfied. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu therefore teaches Gopi Vartu Pada Kamalayar Dasho Dashanu Dash. One must become a servant of the servant. Prahlad Maharaj also prayed to the Lord Narasimhadev that he might be engaged as the servant of the Lord's servant. This is the prescribed method of devotional service. As soon as the devotee wants the Supreme Personality of Godhead to be his order supplier, the Lord immediately refuses to become the master of such a motivated devotee. In Bhagvata 4.11, the Lord says, Je jatha mam prapoddante tamstataiva bhajamaham. As one surrenders unto me, I reward him accordingly. Materialistic persons are generally inclined to material profits. As long as one continues in such a adulterate position, he does not receive the benefit of returning home and back to Godhead. So in this paragraph, Prabhupada clearly telling how to satisfy Lord and easily be satisfied by satisfying his pure devotees. Serving to the devotees is the easiest method to satisfy the Lord. And that's what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, that we serve Dashanudash, even servant of servant. And then Prabhupada also telling that if the mentality to be a mercantile one, then expecting Lord to supply our demands, then it is not possible to satisfy the Lord, because that is not a surrender, that is a businessman attitude. And in Gita, Krishna clearly said, if you surrender unto me, I'll reward you accordingly. So as a pure devotee, we should be anno bilasha shunnam, serve the Lord and satisfy his devotees and the Lord that way. And we should avoid any kind of materialistic desire from the Lord in exchange of devotional service. Back to Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, thank you. Kabir Prabhu and Mukul Prabhu for so nicely sharing. Again and again, that point is coming, and Prabhupada is again mentioning the verse Sarvadharman Parityajya Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja. Just take my shelter, or just surrender unto me alone. And that alone here has multiple meanings. Number one, to take shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Kṛṣṇa. But even in taking shelter of Kṛṣṇa, the last line Prabhupada is explaining in this purport, that devotion should not be adulterated. Adulteration, when we mixed impure things with the pure thing. So it's not the best quality, like adulteration of milk, adulteration of some food. Nowadays, everything in this world is adulterated. So if the bhakti is adulterated or mixed with the desire to get name, fame, wealth, opposite sex, etc., it's not pure bhakti. And is okay, but not the best. And if one continues adulterated bhakti, one will have to take birth. Because one will say, Kṛṣṇa, I want you, but I also want a big house. I also want a big car. Kṛṣṇa says, well, you satisfy your desires. I'm Varadraj. I will fulfill any desire. You want a big car? Okay, so be it. Either in this life or the next life, you will get a big house and a big car. Because that's what you want. Yetamam prapadyanti tam sataiv bhajamyaham. Whatever you want, or you want a very beautiful woman, you'll get that. Or you want to become the prime minister or the president of the country, you want a lot of fame and followers, you'll get that. But if someone says, no, I just want you. I don't want all these things which are like adulteration. I don't want to things which will make me take birth again in this material world. What is the use of that? So, that devotee, like Prahlad Maharaj, asks for nothing else but the Lord. Because if one has the Supreme Lord, then nothing else is required. We were discussing this morning that Duryodhana asked for the energy of the Lord, and Arjuna asked for the Supreme Lord. That's a big difference in the consciousness. Do we want the energy of the Lord, which is manifested in different ways? Wealth, name, fame, recognition, etc. Or do we want the Lord and his devotees, of course? Because actually Kṛṣṇa says here, the Lord Shiva is saying that the best worship is of Kṛṣṇa or Vishnu. And what does Vishnu say? Mad bhakta puja dika. So he's saying my devotees worshipping them is even better than my worship. So that's a transcendental competition. The pure devotee, Lord Shiva is saying that his bhakti is the best, and Kṛṣṇa says his bhakti is the best. That's a transcendental fight between the Lord and his devotees. So sweet relation. Any other comments? Anyone has any other questions? Yes, Prabhu, please, you can go ahead.
Look at the Srila Prabhupada's purport here. Prahlad Maharaj is praying to the Lord, and he is telling that our relationship is master and the servant. And Srila Prabhupada in the purport beginning, he is giving us information that we are the Ashraya and the Lord is the Vishaya. But then he turnings around and he's putting that relation will you understand when you will be serving your spiritual master. And that's why Srila Prabhupada putting in last paragraph, he's putting in such a way, and he's giving the example of the Lord Shiva telling to the Parvati that my worship is Vishnu's worship is higher, but the highest than that the worship of his devotee. So and then Srila Prabhupada is putting Lord Chaitanya Lord Chaitanya is saying Guru Vardhapada. So that relationship in the first part of the purport of the Ashram Vishaya, when is going to come? When I'm going to serve my spiritual master and serve the devotees of the Lord. If that will come, that will be there, then those relations between Krishna and his devotee will come as the time goes by. And it's very nicely Srila Prabhupada putting this in the purport to understand ourselves, that where we stand, first we serve our spiritual master, the devotees, and then automatically that relations will come as we progress in the devotions. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Any other comments before we move on? Okay, any Matajis want to read one more verse for today before we stop? It was not read for this week. Nandini, Kishori Mataji, do you want to read?
Hare Krishna Prabhu Dandat Pranam. Yes, organized Srila Prabhupada. We are on text 8, right?
7, Mataji.
Oh, 7. I'm sorry, I read ahead. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Yadi dasyasi me kaman varastvam varadarshabha kamanam rudayam sarroham bhavastastu vrune varam. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. O my Lord, best of the givers of benediction, if you at all want to bestow a desirable benediction upon me, then I pray from your Lordship that within the core of my heart there be no material desires. Purport. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu taught us how to pray for benedictions from the Lord. He said, Na dhanam na janam na sundarim kavitam va jagadisha kamaye manajanmani janmani ishvare bhavatat bhaktir ahituki tvai. O my Lord, I do not want from you any amount of wealth, nor many followers, nor a beautiful wife, for these are all materialistic desires. But if I have to ask you for any benediction, I pray that in whatever forms of life I may take birth, under any circumstances, I will not be bereft of your transcendental devotional service. Devotees are always on the positive platform. In contrast to the Mayavadis, who want to make everything impersonal or void. One cannot remain void, shunyavadi. Rather, one must possess something. Therefore, the devotee on the positive side wants to possess something. And his possession is very nicely described by Prahlad Maharaj, who says, if I must take some benediction from you, I pray within the core of my heart, there may be no material desires. The desire to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead is not at all material. So here wonderfully Sri Prahlad is praying that the only benediction he wants is not to have any material desire. Just this last Sunday, Akuti Mataji gave a class, very nice class. She said it's so deeply rooted, this lust is so deeply rooted that she remembers that when they were children, even at age 4, the girlfriends used to say, oh, look at that boy, he's so sexy. And she's like, no, we cannot get rid of this desire. It's just so, it's like it's born within us, and everything else just leads to cultivating it. And then Nadhanamna Janam verse is the most appropriate here from Shishtastakam, that we don't want wealth or any followers, again, name, fame, any other benediction, but that birth after birth, I may be, I may be able to give you little transcendental service, whatever it may be. Right now, our level of realization, at least my level of realization, is like, oh, I want to cook this because I want to eat it. But that is such a mixed thing. Yeah, I'm going to offer it, but no, I don't put my heart into whatever I'm doing. So really, it has to come from our heart, our words, our mind, our everything that whatever we do, we can at least I should try to do it in the positive way, in this mood that I'm not doing it for any benediction to me, but to please you. That's bhakti. When that me goes away, then the bhakti starts. That ahankar, I, pride goes away. then, and we are all in this material world, we are all ill because everything starts with I. But when we do this together, we in Sangha, in association, then it becomes illness, becomes wellness. And then a nice thing it says is Shunyavadi, we just read. So when we offer Prabhupada Pranam Mantra, he came here to this void, Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. He came to remove this impersonalism and really offer the best benediction. And we cannot we cannot have just remove desire in artificial manner. A higher taste, we have to replace it. So we always want to replace, at least in theory, we want to replace every desire we have into a service opportunity, and there are so many around us. So just have to have cultivate our mind into this desire and humility. Like Hama's word comes from this humility. If we are humble, then then we can let our bhakti lata beach grow, and that humility and that prayer comes from chanting. So the today being Ekadashi and we're all praying for Bhakti Charu Swami, this is what I can think of, and praying and chanting for him. Back to you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. He reminds me of little Prahlad, the way he sings Damodarashtakam and other songs. He looks so cute, like a little boy. Back to you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Just imagine in the material world, or except for few souls, if the Lord, the Supreme Lord is in front of us, what will anyone ask? He can give anything. He can give kingdoms, unparalleled kingdom. He can give billions of dollars. He can give anything and everything what one can imagine. But Prahlad is saying, even the slightest desire I may have, you kindly uproot that. Bhukti Mukti Siddhi Kami Sadaiva Ashanta. Krishna Bhakta Nishkama Sadaiva Shanta. Krishna Bhakta is Nishkama. Nishkama means no material desires. That is real happiness. Bhukti Mukti Siddhi Kami. Kami means those who are desiring a lot of things. We read before that asking for material desires is asking for poison for oneself. Will anyone want to ask for poison for one's own self? No one wants. No one wants to curse for one's own self. But asking for material desires is asking for curses for one's own self. Bhasmasur. On whosever hand I put my hand upon, he should die. That same thing became a cause of his death. Hiranyakashipu, pretty similar story. Chitraketu, as for the sun, the same sun became a cause of his problem. So many examples are there that anyone who has asked for material desire is not ultimately happy. But anyone who has asked for pure bhakti, that person is really happy. Even Dhruv Maharaj, he was lamenting later, what did I ask for? I asked for such a insignificant thing. I'm so fool. I'm so lusty. I'm so greedy. He was lamenting of his thoughts, his desires. He asked the Supreme Lord. But anyone, Prahlad Maharaj is asking for bhakti, for spiritual, for desire to serve the Lord, desire to serve devotees, desire to hear Krishna Katha. These are all wonderful desires. Choice is ours. Any other comments, questions before we stop today? Okay, so we will stop here and continue tomorrow. So tomorrow is Thursday, and Friday, as you know, is a holiday. So His Grace Adi Gadadhar Prabhu will be talking about Srila Sanatana Goswami, and that will be in the morning at 9 a.m. Of course, we will be posting all that in the group, but tomorrow will be as usual. 7:45 prayers and 8 p.m. Bhagavatam. Hare Krishna. Grantra Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki Jai, Śrīla Prabhupada ki Jai, Śrī Nrsimhadev Bhagwan ki Jai, Śrī Prahlad Maharaj ki Jai.
I didn't hear.
Gaur Bhaktivinoda
I didn't
ki
hear what
Jai.
time the classes that you mentioned. They're tomorrow, or
Yeah, tomorrow 7:45 prayers and 8 p.m. class as usual, like today, and day after at 9 a.m. EST. We will post on the group as well.
oh, at 9 a.m. But is there not japa at 9 a.m.?
Our group does not do japa at 9 a.m.
Okay.
So I
All
don't
right.
know
So it'll
about
be 8
others.
a.m. Okay. Okay. I understand.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Hare Krishna.